Hi, good morning, kids. So now we are here with our second chapter of computer. How does a computer work? So in the previous chapter, you have read about that computer doesn't work on its own. It will never work on its own. We have to give some instruction to it, then only it will work. We human beings work on our own. Same as computer doesn't take any decision, we have to give it some orders. So how does it work now? See, you have seen a keyboard or a speaker. We need to enter something into the computer, like when we type, either we type numbers or letters or symbols, or we give instructions. Like in the previous video of chapter 1, I have shown you that I was giving instruction to turn off, and I have taught you how to turn off and turn on. These are the instructions you're gonna give to computer, to switch on or to turn off or to open this file. Not exactly you are speaking, you are by clicking, you are giving the instruction. And these numbers, letters, symbols or instruction, whatever, all together we call it data, right? So now you have understood that computer doesn't work on its own. We have to give some data to it and then it works on it. So now how it works? It works on the data in 3 steps. Data, we have understood that whatever instruction we are giving or the numbers we are typing or letters or symbols. So if we are entering some numbers or giving some instruction, or in the gist we say if we are entering any data into the computer, that we call it input, that we are giving it to computer. We are providing some information to computer. Then afterwards what happens? Computer take this information and work on that data, whatever we want to receive, and afterwards it gives the result. That means it gives us output. So it has 3 steps: input, process and then output. We give the data to the computer through, that means we input the data through keyboard or mouse and also with the help of speaker, like I'm using the speaker right now. What computer will do? Computer will process the data. That means it will work on that data. Like right now it is receiving my voice and it is processing that voice, and what happens when I'll be done with this PPT, I'll give the video to you and you will get the output. You will get the video, you will see and you will work on it or you work through it. That is the final result. Processing is done by CPU. CPU is a brain. Then what about output? You see a screen, that is monitor. On that you see the output. Or if you want to take out any printout, that is also output. See, you might be confused, like what is input, what is process, what is output. I'll give you simple examples. When you come to school and your pencil is not sharpened, what you do? You take out that pencil. That pencil is input. That pencil is input. You take the sharpener, put the pencil in it and sharpen it. When you are sharpening the pencil, that is the process. That means some work is going on. And when you take out the pencil, it is sharp and you see the point of or the nib of the pencil. That is the output. So you see a blunt pencil, you sharpen it and you get a sharp pencil. Input, process, output. Same way you have seen at your home. When you come back to home from school, you throw your dirty clothes in washing machine. You put washing powder and water in it. Exactly, your mama does that. And that is the input. Dirty clothes, washing powder, water. All these are input. When your mother turn on the switch of washing machine and washing machine starts cleaning them, that is processing. That means washing machine is working and it is cleaning your clothes. Afterwards, when the process is done, you get the clean clothes, and the clean clothes are the output. I think you have understood now. Two more example I'll give you: input, process and output. See, in the first picture you see there is a flour, choco powder, essence, eggs, butter, milk. All these are input. You put all these input, mix them in an oven. Oven does the processing part, it bakes it. And the final output, what you are getting, that is a cake. Whatever you are giving to the computer, that is input. Whatever work computer doing it, that is process. And what at the end what you are seeing, that is output. Like in this picture, you are giving so many things to oven. It is processing the cake and the final output is cake. Same way, in the next picture, you have raw rice, vegetables. That is input. That means you will put it in cooker or something or another utensil. Second step is process. After you are done with giving the input, you will put the lid on and it will whistle, and when it will be done, that is the process. Whistling sound and heating, all this comes under the process. And afterwards, after 20 minutes, what you will get the output? Pulao. I think now you have understood. In the previous slide, I have given you the example of household things. Now, how does a computer works on data? See, in here in the example, you are giving some input to a computer. Like you want to add some numbers. You are giving it two numbers, 2 and 5, and one instruction, that is to add these numbers. Now, this is the input part. Now, what computer will do? It comes to now process. Computer will add 2 and 5. That is the processing part. You are not doing anything in it. Computer is doing that. Computer is adding the numbers, and finally on the screen or on the monitor you will get the output, that is 7. Computer has done the adding part. You are just giving the input. Computer has done the adding part, and finally you are getting the result, that is output. I think you have understood the topic, the concept properly. Now I'll give you a task. You find out at your place so many like 10 examples. Write it in your rough notebook. Input, process and output in your kitchen, or that's okay, in your kitchen only. So now kids, will start with the practical work. In the previous class or previous slide in chapter 1, I taught you about how to turn on and turn off the system. That you have to practice like daily, so that you will be able to turn on and turn off the system. Now we'll start with the basic paint program. Okay, what you have to do, you will take the pointer, click on the start button. That is your first step. Click on the start button. Again I'll show you. Click on the start button. Then you see so many icons here. At the end you will see all programs. What you will see? All programs. This one. You will click on that. Again I'll show you. You will click on that. In this you will see so many folders. From here you will find out accessories. See, I have found it out here. accessories, this one, accessories. Again you will click on that. In this accessory folder you will find so many icons. Now you have to find out paint. I got paint, and you will double click on it. I think in class 1 you know how to use mouse double click. Now it has got open. Now what we will do, we will draw some basic shapes first. What I will do in paint, first I will take this shapes. These are shapes. I'll take like circle. And I will draw a circle. Now I think you know how to draw a circle, how to keep it, hold the first button of the mouse and drag it downwards to draw a shape. You all know that. Now what I will do, I will go to fill with color. I'll go to fill with colors. I'll select this fill with color. See, now the color of fill with color box has changed. Previously it was not orange color, now it has orange color. Why? Because I have selected it. Now from the colors option I will select like orange color. I'll come to the circle and I'll click it. Understood? Now first thing is, you will practice all the shapes from here at your home and fill with different colors. So only different shapes, use the bucket and the colors. In next class I'll be teaching you more options. Afterwards, how to close the file. You just simply go to the extreme right, you will see a close option. You will click once here and then a dialog box get opened. You will see 3 options: save, don't save, cancel. So right now I'm not teaching you how to save the file. So click on the middle one, don't save, and it will not get saved. Understood? Now you have to practice this.